हेलो माय डियर स्टूडेंट्स, वेलकम टू योर ऑनलाइन क्लास। स्टूडेंट्स, अपने लास्ट वीडियो मैंने आपको चैप्टर नंबर 5 तक वर्क कराया था। आज हम करेंगे चैप्टर 6 माइक्रोसॉफ्ट एक्सेल 2016। माइक्रोसॉफ्ट एक्सेल इज अ स्प्रेडशीट सॉफ्टवेयर दैट इज यूज्ड फॉर स्टोरिंग, ऑर्गेनाइजिंग एंड मैनिपुलेटिंग डेटा इन rows and columns. In Excel, we can perform complex mathematical calculation on data. It also allows to represent data partially in the form of charts for better understanding and analysis. Starting MS Excel 2016. To start MS Excel, follow the given step. Step 1. Type Excel in the search box next to the start button. Step 2. Click on the Excel 2016 option, workbook and worksheet. The Excel windows that appears on the screen is called workbook. It is assigned a temporary name as book 1. Workbook is like a notebook which consists of a number of pages. Worksheet in a workbook are like pages of a notebook. A worksheet is a grid-like area made up of rows and columns where we can enter and work with data by defaulting an Excel workbook. Displays only one worksheet at the bottom with the page with the name. Select sheet 1. We can add any number of worksheets in a workbook according to the limits of memory available on a computer. Components of a worksheet. Row. It is the arrangement of cells in horizontal direction. Each row on the worksheet is identified using a number. The rows are numbered from top to bottom in ascending order, starting from 1 to 3 till 1,48,576. A worksheet contains of 1,48,576 rows in total. Column. It is the arrangement of cells in a vertical direction. Each column on a worksheet is identified using a unique letter of combination of letters. The columns are labeled as A, B, C, Z, followed by A, A, B, A, C till X, F, D. A worksheet consists of 16,384 columns in total. A cell. A cell is a space where a column and a row intersect. Each cell has a unique cell address which is performed by writing the column letter followed by the row number. For example, if row 1 and column A intersect, the address of the cell formed becomes A1, active cell. When we click on the cell, a thick border differentiates it from the rest of the cells. It indicates that the current cell is active. This highlighted box is called cell pointer. Range. It refers to a group of cells adjacent to each other forming a rectangular shape. We can specify a range by writing the address of the first cell and the last cell, both separated by a column. For example, C1, C10. Name box. It is used to show the address of the current selection or active cell in the form of column and row headings. Formula bar. It is a bar next to the name box that is displayed to contents of the current or active cell. Types of data. We can enter number, date and time, formula and text in a cell. Let us discuss about these data types in the detail. Numbers are values that consist of numerals 0 to 9 and the character like plus, minus, exclamatory sign, $, percent sign, caret and etc. They can be used in calculation. By default, numbers are right aligned in a cell. Date and time. We can enter date values like 9/24/2018 and time like 11:41 am in a cell on a worksheet. The way a date or time is displayed depend on the format applied to the cell on a worksheet. By default, all date and time entries are right aligned in a cell. Text data can contain alphabet, numbers, spaces, and the special characters. Text data is not used in calculation. Most often, text entries are used for worksheet headings, names, and for identifying column of data. By default, text data is left aligned in a cell. Formula. A formula is a mathematical equation involving numbers, values, operators, and cells address used performing calculations in a worksheet. Formula can range from basic mathematical operations to complex calculations. Formula begin with an equal sign. Entering data. To enter data in a worksheet, follow the given step. Step 1. To make a cell active, click inside it. Step 2. Type the required data. The data will appear in the formula bar also. Step 3. Press the enter key or click on the enter button on the formula bar. Step 4. If we want to cancel the enter data, click on the cancel button or press the ESC key. Moving around a worksheet. We can move around a worksheet either using the mouse or using the keyboard. We can click on any cell to make it active for editing. The following table lists some of the keys and the keys combination that let us easily move around in a worksheet. Command move the cell pointer to arrow keys up, down, left or right of the current cell. Tape next cell in a row. Shift plus tape previous cell in a row. Enter one cell down in the column. Shift plus enter one cell up in the column. In a column. Control plus home. First cell on of the current worksheet. Control plus end. Last used cell on a work spreadsheet. Page up, on screen up. Page down, on screen down. Making selection in a worksheet. We often have to select a group of cells, perform various operations such as copying, moving, inserting or deleting. The following table lists some common ways of selecting data in MS Excel. Selection steps. To select a single cell, click anywhere in the cell. To select data in a cell, double click in the cell and then select the data part of data as required. To select a range of adjacent cell, click the first cell on the range and then drag to the last cell to highlight all the cells in between. To select a large range of cells, click the first all in the range, hold down the shift key and then click the last all of the range. To select non-adjacent cell for cell range, select the first cell or cell range, hold down the control key and select the second cell or a range of cells. Repeat the step to select more cells or cells range if needed. To select an entire row, click on the row header. To select an entire column, click on the column header. To select multiple adjacent non-adjacent rows or columns, select the first rows or columns, hold down the shift key, then click on the row and column header of the last row column of the section. Use the control keys to select non-adjacent rows and columns. To select the entire worksheet, click on the select all buttons situated at the top left corner of the worksheet. We can also press Ctrl plus A keys to select entire worksheet. Editing data in a worksheet, changing data entered into a worksheet or making corrections to a data is called editing. Let us learn about some ways to edit data in a worksheet. Editing data in a cell. We can change the contents of a cell completely or partially. The step to change the contents of a cell completely are: step 1, select the cell to be edited. Step 2, type in the new data into the cell. Step 3, press the enter key or the enter button on the formula bar to accept the changes. The steps to modify the contents of a cell partially are: step 1, select the cell to be edited. Step 2, double click inside the cell or click the formula bar. Step 3, edit the contents of the cell in the cell itself or in the formula bar. Step 4, press the enter key or the enter button on the formula bar to accept the changes. Copying data. Copying the data. Copying refers to duplicating the data either in the same worksheet or in a different worksheet. The step to copied cell contents are as follows. Step 1, select the cells or range of cells containing the required data. Step 2, click on the copy button in the clipboard. Group on the home tab. A moving border around the selection will appear. Step 3, click on the first cell of the range where we want to paste the copied data. Step 4, click on the paste button in the clipboard group. The data will get copied to the desired location. Moving the data. Moving refers to changing the position of data either in the same worksheet or in a different worksheet. The step to move cell content are as follows. Step 1, select the required data. Step 2, click on the cut button in the clipboard group on the home tab. Step 3, click on the first cell of the new range where we want to move the data. Step 4, click on the paste button in the clipboard group. The data gets removed from the original location and appears at the new location. Note: double click in any empty cell to get rid of the moving border. Deleting cells contents. We might want to delete only the data entered into the cell or cell range. To do this, we can follow the steps given below. Step 1, select the cell containing the data to be deleted. Step 2, click on the home tab in the editing group. Click on the clear button. A drop down menu appears. Step 3, select the clear contents option from the menu. The selected data will disappear from the cells. Working with rows, columns and cells. MS Excel allows us to insert the delete rows, columns, cell in a worksheet. It allows us to change the height or rows and width of the columns to accommodate bigger and sized data and so on. Inserting and deleting rows, columns and cells. The following tables gives a concise view of different operations like insert rows, columns and cells in an Excel worksheet. Inserting rows. Step 1, select the row above which we want to insert a blank row. To insert 2 rows, select 2 rows in step 1 and so on. Step 2, Open the Home tab in the Cells group. Click on the Insert button. A drop-down menu appears. Step 3. Select the Insert Sheet Rows option. A blank row will get inserted. Inserting columns. Step 1. Select the column as to the select of which we want to insert a new column. Step 2. Open the Home tab in the cell of group. Click the Insert button. A drop down menu appears. Step 3. Select the Insert Sheet Columns option. A blank column will get inserted. Deleting rows columns. Step 1. Select the rows or columns we want to delete. Step 2. Open the Home tab in the Cells group. Click the Delete drop down arrow. Step 3. From the drop down menu, select the Delete Sheet Rows or Delete Sheet Columns option as required. The selected rows or columns will get deleted. Inserting cell. Step 1. Select the cell to the left or above where we want to insert blank cell as. Step 2. In the cell group of Home tab, click on the Insert drop down button and select Insert Cells option from the drop down menu to the Insert dialog box. Step 3. Select any one of the options given in the dialog box to shift the selected cells when new cells get inserted. Step 4. Click on the OK button. The cells will get inserted as specified. Deleting cells. Step 1. Select the cells as that we want to delete. Open the Home tab. Click on the Delete drop down button in the cell group. Step 2. Select the Delete Cells option from the drop down menu. The Delete dialog box appears. Step 3. In the dialog box, select those cells we want to move into fill the space vacated by the deleted cell. Step 4. Click on the OK button. The cell will get deleted as specified. Changing the row height. Step 1. Select the row. Step 2. Click on the drop down arrow of the Format button in the Cells group on the Home tab. Step 3. Click on the row height option. Step 4. The row height dialog box appears. Enter the desired value and click OK. Step 5. The change will be reflected on the selected row. Changing the column width. Step 1. Select the column. Step 2. On the Home tab, click on the drop down arrow of the Format button from the displayed list of options. Click on column width. Step 3. The column width dialog box appears. Enter the desired value and click on OK. Observe the change in the width of the selected column. ऐसे ही इसको आपको रीड करना है. अब हम करेंगे इसको कॉपी में वर्क. स्टूडेंट फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल कॉपी में डेट मेंशन करेंगे. चैप्टर 6 माइक्रोसॉफ्ट एक्सेल 2016 मल्टीपल चॉइस क्वेश्चन स्टूडेंट इस तरह से करेंगे जैसे मैंने अपनी कॉपी में किया. नेक्स्ट स्टूडेंट्स करेंगे फिल इन द ब्लैंक्स, देन ट्रू फॉल्स. Write one word for the following. First is it is the arrangement of cells in the horizontal direction. Answer is rows. Second is formula begins with this sign. Answer is equal sign. Third is this key is used to move the cells pointer to next cell in a row. Answer is step key. Fourth is it refers to duplicating the data either in the same worksheet or in a different worksheet. Answer is copying. Then question answer. Our question first is what do you mean? What do you understand by MS Excel? Answer is Microsoft Excel is a spreadsheet software that is used for storing, organizing and manipulating data in rows and columns. Our question 2 is what is formula bar? How is it different from the name box? Answer is the formula bar is where data or formulas you enter into a worksheet appear for the active cell. The difference between formula bar and name box are as follows. Formula bar, name box. It is a bar next to the name box that displays the contents of current or active cell. Name box, it is used to show the address of the current selection or active cell in the form of column and row headings. How many types? Our question 3 is how many types of data can be entered in an Excel sheet? Explain each. Answer is there are 4 types of data can be entered in an Excel sheet. First is numbers. Numbers are values that consist of numerals 0 to 9 and the characters like plus, minus, exclamation, at the rate, delta, percent, caret and etc. They can be used in calculations. Date and time. We can enter date values like 9/24/2018 and time like 11:41 4 am in cell on a worksheet. Text data can contain alphabet, number, spaces and special characters. A formula is mathematical equation involving numbers, values, operators and cell addresses used for performing calculations on a worksheet. Our question 4 is distinguish between moving data and copying data. Answer is distinguish between moving data and copying data are as follows. Moving data, copying data. Moving refers to copying, moving refers to changing the position of data either in the same worksheet or in a different worksheet. Copying refers to duplicating the data either in the same worksheet or in a different worksheet. Our question 5 is how can you insert a new row or in a worksheet? Write the step to do so. Answer is we can insert a new row in a worksheet are as follows. Step 1, select the row above which we want to insert a blank row. Step 2, open the home tab in the cell group. Click the insert button. A drop down menu appears. Step 3, select the insert sheet rows options. A blank row will get inserted. Our question 5 is what is our question 6 is what is editing? Answer is changing data entered into a worksheet or making corrections to the data is called editing. Our question 7 is what is workbook? Answer is the Excel window that appears on the screen is called a workbook. स्टूडेंट ऐसे ही आपको ये वर्क कंप्लीट करना है. अवर चैप्टर 6 इज कम्प्लीटेड. गुड बाय स्टूडेंट्स.